In late 2001, Major League Baseball faced a significant controversy: a plan to eliminate two teams, the Minnesota Twins and the Montreal Expos. This controversial plan was ultimately halted by strong opposition, a crucial court ruling, and the eventual relocation of the Expos to Washington, D.C. On November 6, 2001, MLB owners voted 28-2 in favor of contraction, with only the Twins and Expos casting dissenting votes against their own elimination. Commissioner Bud Selig supported this decision, citing economic issues and the targeted team's inability to generate sufficient revenues or fund new ballparks. The Minnesota Twins were a primary target, having played at the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome since 1982 after 21 seasons at Metropolitan Stadium. Despite World Series wins in 1987 and 1991, the multipurpose Metrodome, shared with the Minnesota Vikings, suffered from poor baseball sightlines and offered the Twins no revenue from signage, suites, or parking. Its white, air-supported roof caused fielders difficulty tracking fly balls and frequently deflated under heavy snow, rendering the stadium obsolete by the early 1990s. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, the Twins were rumored to be moving to cities like Sacramento, Orlando, and Nashville in search of a more competitive market. In 1997, a deal to move the team to North Carolina nearly materialized but ultimately fell through. Some speculated that Commissioner Selig targeted the Twins due to his family's ownership of the Milwaukee Brewers, who stood to gain from the Twins' potential dissolution. The Montreal Expos, the other primary target, began playing full-time at Olympic Stadium in 1977, a venue originally built for the 1976 Summer Olympics. Despite being an upgrade from Jerry Park Stadium, Olympic Stadium was plagued with problems, including a retractable roof that wasn't finished until 1987 and began leaking within years. In 1991, support beams collapsed, and a 55-ton concrete slab crashed onto a walkway, forcing the Expos to play their final 13 home games on the road. These poor conditions contributed to consistently low attendance, with the Expos ranking last in the National League for attendance in their final 7 seasons in Montreal. Owner Jeffrey Loria struggled to secure television and English-speaking radio coverage, and his proposal for a new downtown ballpark was rejected by the Quebec government. The owner's vote for contraction occurred on November 6, 2001, just one day before the active MLB labor agreement was set to expire. Although the Florida Marlins, Tampa Bay Devil Rays, and Oakland Athletics were discussed, the Expos and Twins were considered the most likely teams to be folded. The plan included $250